I was listening to you guys chat, and all I wanted to do was go and get a cheese platter and some red wine.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just around the corner, Potts.
Absolutely.
Caroline Marks, Tatiana Weston-Webb, two talented goofy foots on tour. Just outside the world title talk, made multiple finals. During the break, Caroline Marks got started, Potts.
A couple of big backside maneuver, backhand that has done so much damage in such a short space of time as well. Up and riding out the back on a little left-hander, Tatiana Weston-Webb. Utilizing that front side attack. That little left-hand is coming back into play, Strider.
I love it.
It's really interesting. Certain surfers can deal with current so well. You often don't see them paddling that much. They're just constantly riding waves. They stay right where they're supposed to be, weaving down the line quickly. Off the roof is Caroline Marks. Jams it off the lip. She'll get credit for that last maneuver. And you'd think, you know, with all the credit her backhand gets, she's probably like, well, talk about my forehand some more, because she is lethal. Here's Coco.
That was not the wave she paddled for 5 minutes waiting for it right there, let me tell you. A little hasty in her decision.
Looking at all the different banks and kind of analyzing what's going to happen and anticipating those things like that, just in that heat?
Yeah, absolutely. Mum and I came pretty much straight after the surf ranch, so we actually walked all the way up the beach for like 4Ks, just sussing out the banks, and we saw this one even when it was like 12-foot not on toe-ins, or like this is where it's going to be on the first day.
And obviously coming back to right the wrongs this year, Potts.
Absolutely, Joe. You know, one of those injuries, you get through them, and it's almost like you come back stronger. It's almost like every athlete maybe should go through an injury, because you kind of figure out, you know, this is something I love to do, and you got to work harder to come back, and yeah, you end up coming back stronger and better than before.
I think we're going to have a lot of great displays of tube time, and I think that is going to be the difference in that event.
Here comes Caroline from Florida. Living in California these days, so quick in small waves. A lot of surfers from Florida get used to that, because the waves can be relatively small when they do get crazy tropical storms. And there's a lot of world champions that are from that state, the United States. How'd Caroline do here, Was?
You know, she's surfing fast, which I like. She's got a lot of intent, which is something the judges pick up on. And I think that she just can't wait to open up on one of these lefts. If she can get a wave that has the substance that Keeley had.
As we had equal pay for the first time for men and women, and Caroline, I don't even think she thought about that in that day, because it was the best day of her young career, getting her first major win. And then that was just icing on the cake. She had so much great adrenaline and emotion, realizing that she was kicking off the year world #1.
So it's an honor to sit next to you.
Thank you, Strider.
I'm really
Stoked on that.
stoked
Thank you,
to be
brother.
here with you, Bob.
Appreciate it, mate.
I got to see it in Strange Desires, because I was about 8 when you won your world title.
gosh.
But I love watching the old vision, changing the game and progression, going fast. That was the big message watching your surfing.
Yep.
And then obviously the influence change. There's certain surfers that come around. They don't come around every day that actually make that impact where the sport has changed.
Every wave's got a bit of power in it, and it's finding that little power source and using that, you know. And once you find that, once you tap into that, like I said, the world is your oyster.
Here comes Tatiana Weston-Webb, tapping into the speed of this running left, attacking the finish, but couldn't hang on.
3 in a row that she hasn't finished. But that just goes to show you that inside section is slamming down. But those are the sections of consequence that you can score on.
Although she knows she has the confidence saying, well, my backhand could beat her on any given day. But she didn't. She's comfortable enough seeing a younger surfer come up and pushing her in the right way. Well, this is the finish that didn't go her way on the left.
Light it up.
Yeah,
That's
she
what-
tried to push just that little bit too far, and the board rotated around to the point to where when she did land at the bottom, she was a little too, you know, sideways.
Big blast on the forehand for Caroline Marks, looking to improve on her total out front.
Watch this maneuver here. One turn, just commitment, pizzazz, bit of X factor. I love it. Straight up through the lip. Strider, that is just picture perfect right there.
You know, and there was a bit of almost skateboarding on the coping right there, where the fins came out the back and she slid across it and brought it back in. Technical surfing.
Here we go. We'll watch the fins out the back right there. Bang.
The part about it that I love is the word pizzazz came out, and does that word come from somewhere, Potts? Where did that come from?
Pizzazz.
Because I hear it, I love it. I just want to know where it was inspired from, because you bring it out, and nobody else uses it. It's your word.
It is.
I've never heard anyone else say it.
No.
It's amazing.
It's
That's
flair.
yours.
It's natural flair. You know, to have a bit of pizzazz is to be flary. It's just exactly what Caroline did right there.
Talk about inspiration. This happened during the break. Caroline marks her, Strider.
Let's see, off the bottom, into the lip, slams it straight through, comes flying out, and then goes over the handlebars, sees a sand dollar, misses it, and gets a full-on hair wash by the lip.
Yeah,
So wipeout.
That was a nice rinse. Oof. And Caroline split the peak with Tatiana, and this was Caroline's effort. She's looking so strong.
Improving on a 2.73. Here's Coco Ho from the North Shore of Oahu.
That's better.
Really clean connection on her first turn and shuts it down. Remember, Coco missed an event this year. It was her first absence from competition in over a decade. Left again.
Yeah, this first turn, this is where the money shot is right there. Beautiful backside snap, nice and clean, and then finished again. Got a little bit hung up at the end. Two-turn combo nonetheless.
Now Caroline eyeing the lip there. And an absolute speed jam to finish.
That was a nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Aggression.
That was calling money.
You're talking about having speed to burn.
Yeah, she went to the bank on that thing and cashed the check.
Yeah, wow.
Last to Caroline. Let's take a look.
Yeah, beautiful backside snap to kick it off. Straight around and again through the lip. But I like this turn here. Just the aggression on that last maneuver.
The exchange continues. Lunging into that first section. It's Tati. She's down.
She's off. She's just off in this heat, huh?
Joe, have a look at Coco's last score.
Strider, like you expected. Best wave of the heat. Coco hosts two-turn combo. 6.83.
Might change, though, with Caroline's last wave. We'll see how that thing comes through.
Strider, you spent a lot of time with Matt. How does he handle all these top-level athletes?
Well, we'll get to that after Coco shows you how to ride one of his boards.
Snap there for Coco Ho. Probably feeling confident after that last two-turn combo left. This one, she just connected it all the way through to stay on her feet.
I didn't like it that much, though. I felt like there was more to give.
Exactly what she needed to do right there. She's kind of in two minds. You could tell the whole wave. She wanted to light it up, but then she wanted to get the distance on it as well. A couple of nice little snaps. Now she starts to loosen up a little bit and then finish nicely. So a controlled wave. Not really a lot of flair in it, but as I said, she held Tatiana off and she bettered her situation. So job well done.
Well, our shaper, Matt Biolis, is over here right now. He's been doing a tour of Europe, making custom boards and visiting all the core shops. He's down in, Portugal, all over the place, Spain, doing the rounds. He's a hard-working man, just like you said, Joe.
Yeah,
Sure
taking care of so many world title campaigners. As we look at Caroline Marks. Carved, got the tail all the way around, float to finish.
To note, that was Mike Poe's first wave at the ranch, and he absolutely crushed it. What a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Here's Caroline. How'd you like that turn, Potts?
Well, I don't think it's going to better her situation, Joe. 5.83 is what she's got to better, but I like the intent. I like the energy that she's carrying through her turns. Nice little sort of tail release right there. Tricky wave to ride. I mean, tight in transition, so really hard to get those full maneuvers going. A well-surfed wave there for Caroline Marks.
But the board still worked. It was magic.
Yeah.
But I think he was grounded.
He got grounded and pounded.
Coco looking fresh on those sections. Loves a little left. She posted an amazing video on social media, which had her dad, Michael Ho. I love that look of a carved tail release. It reminds me of a move that Corey Lopez would always bring to a lot of these beach breaks. Coco trying to fill in the gaps there.
In between drinks.
Champagne. You love champagne, Strider.
Exciting day here on the opening day here at Hossegger France for the Quicksilver and Roxy Pro. Courtney taking on Malia Manuel and Sylvana Lima right after this.